Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all well. Yeah, I'm good. We're back with more Flower Fairy filling the journal. We should get it finished today on the flip through today. But just before we start on that, I'd like to use up some of the well, I usually call them desk sweepings, but some of the bits that are, you know, still floating around on my desk, these little pieces of card, I don't particularly want to put into my scrap box, or, you know, or these. So I'm thinking if I can cover some of these with paper, they might, you know, we might make small either embellishments or ephemera, you know, that we can tuck into places in this journal and the next one, or put into stashes, finished pieces. So, you know, nothing major. I just want to grab some papers. I've got some little ones here which I can also use up. Yeah, glue some of them down that need it. I mean, that's, these two are done, aren't they? Yeah, they'll make tags on their own. That one's fine and that one's fine, so we can make those into something. That is double-sided card, but I want something on one side that's a bit more interesting. These, yeah, these definitely need something on them. I'm just looking at this because I've got one here waiting to go, folded, in the ephemera pile that we haven't used yet. And as I was tidying it up and putting it away, yesterday, yes, I did tidy my desk after I showed you it. Yeah, that ended up on there and I quite liked it, so I thought, oh, that might make quite a nice little, I don't know, foldy out or a journaling booklet or something. Yeah, so we might do that one as well. I was thinking, shall I put a flower fairy on it, but I don't think I'm going to, because it will go like that in the flower fairy journal because it's got the lavender on it, but it will also go in, you know, another journal should I not use it. So what shall we, we're going to start by backing these, aren't we? Now that is a bit of an envelope. Would make a nice side tuck, wouldn't it, if I did it that way? So yeah, let's back all these, I don't know about the circles, onto some bits of paper. And these are some lovely bits of paper that Tania sent me in some happy mail, which I still haven't shared with you yet, but I will soon, very soon. Quite like the colour of the blue card on there, I'm thinking, actually. Now they could be backed onto something else with the blue card on it. Yeah, and some kind of an image. What do we think? Let's just go for it. Let's open the ink. Whoops. Oh, there's this book here. Let me share this book with you, because I said I would yesterday and I didn't. So this is The Tale of Tom Kitten. It's a Beatrix Potter. There's quite a lot of, it's one of the mini books, which I believe are the size she first published them in, if I remember rightly. And yeah, there's quite a lot of pages in it. There's double pictures on every other page. What are there? Aren't those gorgeous? There are, yeah, 58 pages, so that's 29 with the front and back 31 images without using other pages. So this is going to be, it's not new, this is going to be my giveaway, my secret giveaway, where I just go back into one of my videos and write down everybody that's subscribed, and I will be doing that this afternoon, so you will see this. You won't see this video while tomorrow, so you may well see this drawn tomorrow after this afternoon to you. Okay, so if you've been subscribing to me, if you know, commenting, not subscribing, sorry, commenting to on my videos, and you're in the one that I just pick, that may be winging its way to you in a day or two, should you wish it. I think, yeah, I did a flower fairy one last time. I do have another flower fairy one, but I thought we'll ring the changes a bit and have a Beatrix Potter one this time. It's a lovely book. Loved it as soon as I found it. Right, so I'm going to leave this craft card. It's going to look like a sort of a specimen, isn't it? So it could have any kind of a picture put in it when it's ready to be used. Good. Glue paper. Yeah, so I thought it might be a nice change to just coming on and straight away going into the Flower Fairy journal and filling it, as we've been doing that for quite a few days now. So, you know, these are the sort of things that often I do off camera, just sit with the bits that are floating around and make things. So I come up with some of my ideas. Like I say, the majority of my ideas are from watching other people on YouTube. But I do like to do this, just to sit and create something. I've got a nice clean cloth this morning. Is it straight? Not exactly. Oh, maybe that card isn't quite straight, because it looks straight to me on that side. Didn't think about straightening the card up. Yeah, it's not. That's better. My eyes weren't deceiving me. See, so this is the first day Neil's back at work after his days off. Which one did I ink? That one. Yeah, getting that in the centre is not going to be easy, is it? I'm thinking I might use some tacky glue. Oops. Yeah, so it's my first morning where I kind of square round a bit in the house now. I'm getting into a routine. You know, little jobs that don't get done while he's at home. So I spend half an hour doing that, and then I'm going to sit down and do a bit of crafting, and then I'll spend another half an hour. It doesn't go very far, does it? Half an hour doing a bit of housework, but I have to pace myself. It's not so boring when you pace yourself either. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm just going to leave that as a base now. But obviously whatever I'm working on at the time, be it a flower fairy or a botanical or whatever, I can just put, you know, something in there that's relevant and a nice word. So yeah, it's a usable base now. So shall we do it again or not? No, let's do something different with that one. Yeah, I've got two of these. I was wondering about putting these together to make one of those. Another one of those. Are they the same size? They absolutely are. Do you fit? Gosh, it must be a certain size that fits exactly. Here's another one. Now I've used all the little ones, I think. Never mind, we don't want it both anyway, shall we? So let's see if I can glue that. What did I do with my glue paper? Did I? Oh, it's here. I'm going to sneeze. Good grief, every time I start the camera I have a sneeze. I'll stop it just as I'm about to, and then you won't know it's gone for the minute, would you believe? Yeah, so I'm just using glue stick to hopefully get that on there exactly. Whoops, that's not good, Denise. Take it off that, it might help. Right, so I'm wondering if I need my light on. Oh, I don't think I'm plugged in. Oh, I am. I am. Yeah, it's not a dark day particularly, but it is quite early morning, and the sun is around the back of the house. In fact, it's absolutely blazing through the bedroom window and the kitchen window. Oh, well, that slid around quite well, I'm pleased to say. Yep, oops. Yeah, so I think it's a little dark in here anyway, I guess, when the light is not directly on the window. I still haven't got all my walls white yet, so that also could be part of it. Yeah, so I'm thinking just a piece of this to, you know, join it as a hinge with a little bit of, shall we go Fabri-Tac, just because it's a little bit, oh, good job I didn't tip that up. We're stuck. I think I must have put the lid on while we was having an eruption. Because it's, oh yes, yeah, it's well and truly gooped up. Right, hopefully that's it. Right, let's get it square again now. That's it. The birds are seen. Oh yeah, I've got my window open as well. I maybe should have closed that before I started filming, but like I say, it's early, so hopefully there shouldn't be too much noise out there. Obviously people will be going to work, so there'll be a bit of traffic noise, but that's not too offensive. Like I say, we live on a very quiet cul-de-sac. So I live at number 4, so I'm quite near the end of the road onto the, you know, the main, well, I say main road, main thoroughfare. It's not a main road, it's just a street. So yeah, we'll hear the traffic going past the end of the road. But as regards right past our house, it will only be the people that live in the cul-de-sac leaving for work. So what do I want on the inside? Do I want more washi? Do I want to paper it across? What else have I got here? No. Green. That one's gorgeous, isn't it? But it's quite thick. Have I got anything thinner? Shall I use up some of this? I mean, this is very thin, and this is Flower Fairy. What have we done on the front? Nothing really, have we? Yeah, let's make this a Flower Fairy one. It's a pretty little, sweet little booklet, isn't it? So I'm ready for a new glue paper. Thank goodness. I've got loads here that want using up. Yes, I don't know if I will get round to it today, but I'm thinking I might be dyeing a few papers. As I was tidying out, I've unearthed some of the old type of makeup sponge daubers that I used to use before I got my proper dauber, my handled dauber, you know, which were quite good, but I was always getting covered in right, so I want it that way up, that way up. Yeah, I was always getting covered in ink because obviously they were sponge and they didn't know when to stop giving. So yeah, I thought I was about to throw them away, and then I thought, oh, all the ink that's in them, perhaps I should, you know, try and dissolve it in some water and dye some papers with them. So I'm thinking that's what I will be having a play with later. I'm just looking for my scissors. Could you hear that? I was turning away. I must admit I'm enjoying making these little bits of ephemera as much as I'm enjoying filling the journal at the moment. It's just something nice and relaxing to do, and it fulfills your creative longing a little bit. You are the right way, aren't you? You're bending because you're so wet. And now I'm digging for the bone folder. All you can hear is rattling. So yeah, that will probably have to just sit under something or in a book while it dries. Yeah, so I can put a little pocket in there or a little tuck, or just some more journaling paper, something on the front. Sweet. Yeah, I will put it, where will I put it? I'll put it under there, under my desk. It might be a nice surprise. Right, so that's done that one. That one we're still going to do. Let's move some of these tools across here. Yeah, we're doing quite well. So we've got, I don't know about that circle yet. I've used one. Let's back these two onto something here. I'm loving this. Yeah, they go really well together, don't they? Let's put that on that. That's going to be a lovely tag. So this is some green card that I used a long time ago for something. It's obviously a piece that didn't get put in the scrap box, just got caught up in something. Some papers, I think, some digitals that I've just tidied away out of a file folder. It's lovely when you find little things like this, you know, just hidden away. It's like, oh, I can do so and so with that. Bit of inspiration. Oops. Yeah, I said I was going to do something with my desk, but I didn't empty it. I tidied it after I showed you that that shot at the end of the desk, the messy desk I was working on. So yeah, I tidied it up and squared things up and made things into piles. What I call tidying it. You might not call that tidying. Right, that one is big enough for just collage, and I can't bring myself to throw it away because it is. These, I'm pleased to say, are not. don't know if I was even on film then, but I was just trimming it. Yeah, it's lovely, that paper. I'm going to have to find that and print some more off. I'm really enjoying using it. So it's a Janie B, if you weren't with me yesterday. Shall we make it into a tag? And I think I'll stitch around it, and then that can go into stash, so it may well end up in the fairy journal, but it doesn't have to. Yeah, like it a lot. I seem to be into making the tags at the moment. I might have to have a little mass make video where I sit and enjoy myself with making loads of tags. I'll probably have to put them on eBay though, because I've got so many. Right, I really want to use up little bits. What's this? It's very thin. No, it's not big enough. No, none of those are big enough. Got that purple one, but I've used that. That's more backing. Used that, and they're all bigger bits, aren't they? What's this? Shall we just put it onto there? No, it's not grabbing me. So let's see what else we've got in the bigger pieces, which are where, Denise? Here. Oh, what about some book page? Yes, let's use some book page up, because it's so, the writing on this is so nice. I don't want to, I love that bottom bit as well. Was there some more? Bear with me. That's just a nice piece all on its own. That's backing. Yeah, I think this is all right backing paper. There's another Janie B. Maybe up there. Yeah, up there I think. Yeah, I like this so much. What shall we make that into a? What shall we make that into? You see what I'm doing this morning? You can see the mood I'm in. I just love all this leafery at the bottom. Just trimming it down to try and get some inspiration. Make a nice big tag. Nice big journal card, I mean. Wouldn't it? Can I get any off the bottom? I'm not sure that's straight there. Oh, I think it was. Let's get rid of those bits. I'm just thinking I could just back that and stitch around it, and that'd be a lovely tag. It's not got an awful lot on the back, but I had some papers here, didn't I? Is it a biggish one? No. Yes, that one. No, not big enough. Right, that is though, isn't it? But that's the front, not a back. Okay, I'll get some paper for that in a minute. What was I doing with this? Just here, wasn't I? Let's just cut down there so I'm not dealing with quite so much paper. Stick this on and let it be gluing at the top there, and then I'll find something to back that lovely book page. I just like a few things in my pile when I get my sewing machine out to sew something. So if I've got a few things that kind of need it, go up there. Yep, I think that's where I like it. Let's just trim that a bit off, because that's also going to be a piece of collage. Fodder. Turn this inside out. And I've got a nice clean piece. Instead of a gluey piece, just put the lid on there. And then when I've backed that other one, I really must get on with the journal. Otherwise it's not going to be finished in this one either. I keep saying to it, it's going to be finished today, and it isn't. Oops. Yeah, I think I probably need to also get out the alcohol wipes and clean the scissors off. Both sets need it now, and probably the guillotine. But will I remember when I turn the camera off? Who knows? But it needs doing. It's not quite Not quite off there. Did I even trim that one? Don't know. Whoop. Yeah, so stitched round. It'll be another lovely base, that. So it is tag, but I'm not going to cut the corners because it could become something else. Right, what were we doing? There was this piece and then this envelope front. That was going to be a tag. That's quite nice thick paper, which is good for a tag. It's not a tag, I don't even know why I said tag. That's too nice to cut. Side tuck, side pocket is what I'm looking for. Right, they need stitching over there. Let's find something for this then. Where are my papers? Here. Blue or pink? Oops. Put those down there on the floor. Oh, there's another piece for stitching. I did put the other two there. Right, what goes with the colours that are on it? Not the blue, not the pink. It's a very white, light blue bit up there, isn't there? Let's do that piece. It's quite thick paper, this as well, so I'm hoping whatever that says on the other side. It. I think it said fruit originally. Oops, shakes this morning. Yeah, I'm just cutting the white edges off so I don't stick them on the piece. So, which way on did we want it? There, top left. Top left. Ooh. Now it is quite shiny paper, this one, but that digital paper's got is nice. Should grab the glue, no problem. And I'm going to stitch around it, so I'll be okay with glue stick, I think. Well, that's what we're going with. So yes, I have my laundry out on the line again today. All Neil's fishing clothes and painting clothes, so work clothes, I guess. But it's nice to get them washed and out in the sunshine and the fresh air. Ready to go again on his days off. He's got 3 days in at work now. Then he'll have 2 days off again. I don't know if you remember, but me telling you, but he works. That is going to be collage. Where did I put it there? He works 12 hours. That's why he only does a few days and then he's got days off. Because 3 12-hour shifts and then 2 off is not as good as it sounds. I mean, I love that he has, you know, more full days off than you would on a 9 to 5. But yeah, by the time he's done 3, and sometimes he does 4 12-hour shifts in a row, his first day off is shattered. Oh, did I not do that edge? Did I go around and just do 3 edges there? How bizarre. I'm making it smaller and smaller. That's better. Don't know what I was doing there. Can't even imagine. Tom Thumb lettuce. So it's all about plants and vegetables. Yeah, so it's very, very faint, but it is blue, and then there's this bit of interest at the bottom. Stitched around, that'd be lovely. Okay, so I made a few bits. Got a few bits off my desk. Used up a few bits of those. Oh, I didn't do that envelope. Where is it? Shall we just put this green on it, and then it's a background, isn't it? Because, yeah, if I don't do it soon, it's not going to get used to anything. Did I just throw my paper away? My glue paper? I think I have some more. I do. I do. and then I'll clear this away and get the flower fairy out and ready to go. No, not the flower fairy, the flower fairy journal. If that's what you're patiently waiting for, unless you've zipped me forward. You always can. Gone right to the edge with that one, save myself cutting down that the sealed edge, because that's always, although that one's sealed as well, isn't it? It's always dangerous territory for me, cutting close to a sealed edge. Yeah, I will let that dry before I put a thumb hole in it, and yeah, it's all ready to decorate, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to stitch that one or not, but I'll put it with the stitching. Yep, so I've just got these 2 pieces, 3 pieces, no, 2 pieces that I'll do another time, but that's better than the 6 or 7 that I had. I was just going to cut this one into a tag shape. It's just a little bit long, but make a nice small. Sometimes you just need tiny tags, don't you? It's just so that it's ready. It's a shame to cut any of that off really, but just so that it's ready for a stitching round. Oh, I was going to say, where's that gone now? Yeah, it's sticking to me scissors because I've just cut gluey paper with them again. Yep, I'll stitch around that one. Just make this on a tiny tag. I think I'll have this one not stitched. It's quite tiny and you don't always want, so I'll put it in there. This one again, I'll make it into a small one. 5, going with 5 inches. Yeah, you don't always want the bulk of stitching on tags, especially on your little ones. And I think I'll do the same with that. I think, although it would be nice stitched, we'll use that one as is. And yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. We'll see. Might be a belly band. Super. So thank you. We got rid of a few bits there. I'll just get organised and we will start with the flower fairies. Okay, here we go then. Let's start with the journal. So I brought a few bits. I've brought some lovely butterflies and leaves from Happy Mail. Oh, and a couple of bees from the lovely Nikki, who is Nikki's Crafting Creations on Etsy. I brought just a couple of labels. I brought one of these, which is the dried flowers. I haven't dried them myself, and they're actually stickers. Well, they're stuck on the front, I think, aren't they? Yeah, but I think I'm just going to put it in on its actual piece of backing, you know, like a specimen, and then whoever gets the book, you know, can take it off and use it or not, as they choose. So a couple of other pieces of card flowers, and I don't know if you can see that one. I'm going to put that one, like acetate flower. That came in a pack of things that I got off my lovely sister at Christmas. Yeah, so while I was doing nothing earlier, I just stuck 2 flyaway bits of lace together to make 2 little embellishments to go on something, you know, because I was clearing up my desk. And then I did stitch around these just before I came on, so we made that a few minutes ago. Stitching just went over the edge there, but it's caught, so it's not a problem. Yeah, I decided I would stitch around that. It's still a little bit wet, which shows you I haven't been off camera long. It just needs inking and a divot in it. Obviously these are not necessarily going in here, so yeah, I did an extra row of stitching up there to make that look like a specimen card. Love this one. Love that paper, I keep telling you, don't I? And again, don't know what that's going to be. It could be an embellishment, could be a tuck. There was this piece that I said might be a belly band or something, and you know, I was talking about the little fluffy bits of lace I've got hanging around, so I just stitched a piece of it down the edge of that, so it can be a belly band or a page edge or anything. Stuck a few more bits on the top of that one that I said I wasn't going to stitch around, and yeah, stitched around this book page that we backed, and again, just put a few bits. So you know, I've cleared all sorts of bits and pieces off my desk that were floating around, a bit like this cover. So right, I've opened the the ties. Oh, I also brought this. So I made a few of these a while ago. I don't do a lot of jewellery making and things with you. So this was a piece of broken jewellery. I haven't made it. I've just put it on a ball pin with 2 fairy bells. And I thought I might just clip it to that lace at the front. I might clip it both ends actually, maybe. Those need to be at the bottom, don't they, where they're going to jangle more. You know, and then it can be removed should whoever has the journal not wish it jingling, jangling, or, you know, wants to write on the inside. I still need to put some, I'm going to put beads on here, I've decided as well. So I'll put some beads on there that can also be removed. And we've still got that fairy thing to stick on there. What did we do with it? It's in here somewhere, isn't it? We'll get to it as we're searching through. I must remember to do that. Right, so we're very nearly done. This should be it. All we're doing really is embellishing a couple of pages because, yeah, it will squash flat, but it's quite full. So let's start at the beginning again like we do. We might get to the back this time with a bit of luck. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about one of these labels here, wasn't I? This one. Let's just ink round it a tiny bit because I can see some of the white edges where I've cut. But I loved, if you remember, I was trying to put something on it, but I loved the writing and the colours on the page. Now I'm thinking I could perhaps put it in the middle there. I'm not too bothered about that writing at the bottom. And then we've got all the other beautiful writing. I'm going to. Is that a shiny page? It is. We've got all the other beautiful writing and images on show. But yeah, there is somewhere where whoever owns the journal can start straight away, making their mark in it with a name or a title or a doodle or whatever. Yeah, put quite a lot on there, but that is quite shiny paper. So that is a label from the Mary Mary kit by Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Shall I put a piece of paper in there just in case? Doesn't feel like there's anything coming out, but right, I may want an embellishment on there, I don't know. I definitely want one on here. So we've got this lovely, they're so simple but so stunning, these. Oh, they're double-sided as well, look. Now that's got lots of butterflies and things on it, but I think that's the right way. And actually I quite like that green. I wonder if I could turn one the other way maybe and have a colourful one, and I'm taking up a lot of space there though, aren't I, for a smaller one. Decisions, I just don't know. Oh, I like that tall one. Yep, I like the tall one green, definitely. So do I want another one with it or not is the question. What else have we got? Some really fat ones. I only want thin, I think. No, I don't want any more fat ones on there. I wonder if to put a bee or a butterfly at the top. He's quite nice, isn't he? Shall we go like that? All things from the garden. Flower fairies live in the garden. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of Fabri-Tac on this. It is, I hope you can see, it's die cut out of lovely thick card. And yeah, Nikki has these in her Etsy shop. Well, she did have, last time I looked, a couple of packs, and they yeah, they're really, really cheap. So obviously if you're in the UK, no use if you're overseas, because it's not worth the postage, that horrible thing, the postage at the minute. But yeah, if you're in the UK, and you know, and you don't do your own dyes, they're definitely worth treating yourself to. Pocket money prices, as they used to say. Okay, Buzzy Bee. It says somewhere in the Flower Fairy books that they let the birds eat their seeds and the bees drink the nectar. Yeah, it might come back to put something else on there, but for now, I've got another page I can put in. I don't want it sticking together now, but for now it's got something on it. And I do want to leave some journaling. Yep, so we're done here, we're done here. You will see it all in a flip through hopefully later today. Right, I'm just wondering, I said if I would just put something pink over here. I was wondering about these, just to, like that small one. Yeah, just to bring a bit of pink across the page. Then we've got the pinks and the greens right across, haven't we? Shall I put it there where there's no colouring in? Yes, and I'm not going to ink it. Right, I seem to be on a Fabri-Tac phase, but I junk journal to make me happy, no other reason. This isn't, it's not my career or anything like that. I just do it for pleasure. So yeah, I've decided to just do whatever I like, because mostly if you like it, other people, some other people will too. Yeah. I think that's nice blank because there's so much this way going on. So there's this lovely charm and eyelash trim. There's this lovely ruffle, pink and orange ruffle, and then there's all that wowzer going on there. So this is a bit of calm, unless you choose to colour it in for your eyes, and that's that lovely, I'm not supposed to be doing a flip through, am I? And again, I'm going to leave that clear because I think you can write on that and that, right, or art, or right. Yes, I wanted a tab on here, didn't I? And I couldn't find them, and they were there right in front of me all the time, and the reason I couldn't see them, excuse my arm, was this little chap who's still not up on the wall yet because we're still painting it, was blocking my view of them. How frustrating. So they were there. This is what I've put them in and I put them right in front of me. What did I say I wanted on it? Was this the one I was wanting a tab on? It is, isn't it? I think it is. I seem to remember wanting a green one. Maybe that isn't. Does that need a tab? I'm not sure. Let's come back and see. I'm sure it was green I was after a tab for. Right, this wants something on it. Nothing too much, but it wants something. What? Is there anything that we've just made we want on it? No. Oh, I stitched around that while I had the machine out, look. I don't think we can go with any more pockets. We just don't have the room. About one of these lovely embellishments. Now she's got roses there and roses there, hasn't she? But it's white on white. I'm not sure. I've got that same fairy there, but that's a tuck, isn't it? And again, it's quite thick. Sorry, I want something thin. Got that lovely fairy. No, it doesn't go with those colours there. Yeah, it's hard to show you the book and what I'm digging in. No. Loving the bling in this. Oh, there's a nice small one. That's got the green, the bluey colour from that as well. So that's a possibility. Let's just look a little bit further. Oh, now that might make a nice belly band. Just keep looking, but I think we've got plenty to choose from there. Yeah, thinking that might go through that belly band. Ah, there it is. Look, for the front. Might go through that belly band if we decide to make it a belly band. That won't, no. Right, we're at the bottom. So now I quite like the blues off here and the greys on there. So those two definitely go together. Do we want them opposite that, or do we want something a little simpler? I mean, you could stick your own images on there, couldn't you? I know you can't necessarily, what's the word, journal on it, whereas that would add some journaling space. No, I'm definitely liking this better. Yeah, let's go with this. Right, Denise, we don't need to keep Fabri-Tacking. Let's put the lid on that. And yeah, it's paper on paper, so let's use good old glue stick. I've used all my gluing paper. Used all my gluing paper to put between the pages. In fact, some of them should be dry now, shouldn't they? What was the very first one? Yeah, you should be dry now. Right. Yeah, I'm not putting it as a tuck or anything. I'm just going to glue the whole thing down as an embellishment. So do we want it at the bottom? Do we want it slanted? Oh, I've just realised we've got music paper on music paper there, look. Yep, just a bit of interest, so it's not just a plain, heaven forbid we just put a plain page in. Yeah, done that one. I wondered about popping one of these lovely butterflies, just, I suppose I could even stick it on, couldn't I? Just on the back of this poem. What have we got? We've got red there, so blue would make a statement. Let's have a look. That's nice though, isn't it? Wonder if I think if I'm careful, because obviously I could wreck my glue stick, I think glue stick will glue that as well. Yeah, I've got some strange holes now on the glue stick. Whoops, stand up, let's not start that. Yeah, because it's got those see-through bits on it, you know, so you can see the poem through it. Yeah, can't put it in now, can I, or it'll stick. We'll put that in later. So obviously that's double-sided. That's done, can be written on. That's beautiful on its own. I'm definitely trying to leave that one alone. Yeah, let's not add too much more to it. Love the beautiful book pages, let's not touch them. I wanted a word, didn't I? Right, can you just excuse me while I stick my arm in front of you? So I've just seen something here. Happiness. And they really do remind me of happiness, aren't they? Yeah, I like that. They are just happy. I must do that with some more words soon. Just get words and put some interesting bits behind them so that they're ready to go. It's quite a chunky piece, that. Yeah. So I've just filled in the only piece that was available for journaling on, and I've just realised it's that pink paper that doesn't like glue on it. Soaks through, doesn't it? Or was it just that really wet glue? That doesn't seem to have. Put that back in and see what it does. So that's, yeah, it soaked through here, didn't it? It's just about dried out fine, that. It's not as wrinkly as it was, I'm pleased to say. Yeah, done there. We didn't know if we was going to put something in there or not, did we? I didn't like that in there. I'm wondering if that would go nice in there, because it's like the flowers on the flowers. No. Oh, what about this acetate one? Will you stay put? Yes. And then you can take that out and stick it somewhere. Do we think? Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there. Right, what was we thinking about? Maybe that, maybe not. Love that picture and I'm leaving it. That's beautiful just with that. This. Right, did we make anything that would go here? Not the pocket. Not the booklet. Oh, you've got that bit stuck. Oh, look at this beauty. Green on the back. Will you go in there? Because it's more of a tuck than a... Oh, did it go right through? It did, didn't it? Look. What do we think? Oh, I could have something that goes right through it. I didn't have something through there, did I? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. You're definitely not going to be the thing. It'd probably fit that size, but don't say after all that I haven't got the thing I want to go in there. Do you know, I'm wondering if a nice little envelope, and we know who sent me some lovely envelopes. Don't we, Violet? Because there's some nice little ones here, look. Oops. Might just peek through the other side and look. Yeah. Oh, is that the colour we're going with? Yes, I think it is. I love these, Violet. I feel sure you must have made them. They're absolutely beautiful. Beautiful paper and beautiful envelopes. Yeah, so I might just put a few bits in that envelope of embellishments that are left over. Fairy words, something. Right, this doesn't want much. I do want it for journaling. I just want a bit of something on the bottom. Or the top. What was that one? Some more of those somewhere. This blooming table. I really must sort it out after this. I just don't want to do anything until I've got this journal off the table. Oh. So we cut that off that the front of that book. That's quite nice. Right, let's get rid of those and trim it down a little bit. It's got a piece of white on it. That is what a nice label for the middle. Come on. It's such a fine trim. I'm not taking anything off. But that's preferable to taking a chunk out of it. I'm going to ever so slightly. Just didn't want it to smear everywhere. I quite like that little piece at the bottom as well. Yeah, so we're going to... Yes, what we're going to do, glue stick it. It's got a bit of butterfly on it. Didn't put the lid on. Oops. So we're just dressing the journal page and leaving it for journaling, but making it pretty. That's right, I think so. And then I think I'm going to have to fabric tack this because it's that shiny book page, but it's nice to use all of it up. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill the next journal, partly on camera, but I'm not going to do it all full on camera like this. So I'll just fill it on camera, and then all the bits that are left, all the Flower Fairy bits that are left, I'm going to put into a few bundles and pop on Etsy. Ephemera, and I'm going to do a book page pack as well, a couple of packs, so that if you want to use all the bits that I've been using and don't want to buy the full books or can't get hold of the full books, yeah, there'll be some cheap packs there. Again, they won't be worth sending for overseas because they just won't be worth the postage, but it looks a bit slanty now. I've turned the page. Oh dear, are you stuck? Yeah. Oh well, slanty it is. Now sometimes the thing to do with slanty is put something slanty on it. Got a little bit of washi here that wants using up. Shall we just pin it across the top? Ha! There we go. Loving that that thing that we made, journal card. Looks like a little bit of glue on there. It is. I wonder where that's come from. We'll have to put something on you. We can't have you gluey like that. Something like that. Oh, hear people walking by and chatting. Unless it's neighbours. No, it must be neighbours getting in the car or something. No, but I do want something up there, so just bear with me a minute. Perhaps a page edge. It's just an excuse to put some more on the book, really, isn't it? Have we got any smallish ones? Or we could put just a tab on it, couldn't we? We could just put a tab on the page. There aren't many tabs in the book. Not that one though. Where are they? There. We could put a fabric one on. Oh no, I've tipped them all out. So I obviously didn't zip it up. Oh, look at that purple one. Oh, it's lovely and dotty on the inside as well, but it's got a hummingbird on the outside. Oh yes, it goes with the purple on the back there. That's one of those happy accidents, you see. I wouldn't have put it on there if I hadn't spotted that glue. And actually, it's lovely. I'll just ever so slightly ink it. See, if I did have my own die cut for these whale tails, I'd still be missing out on the, you know, if people didn't send me them, because all these lovely papers that I've never seen or don't have, I wouldn't see. That is gorgeous. It's just see him on there. Love the colour. Perfect. Covered a little bit of that up, but never mind. Just goes with everything. Just finishes that off lovely. Okay, does that mean we're there? Was there something that I was coming back to? I feel. Or something drying somewhere, wasn't there? What have I done with that? Was it that? Yes. Yeah, that was the one I couldn't decide about. I haven't stuck this on anywhere yet, have I? Maybe we should just stick him on. Him or her? Do we want something on the top of that paper clip? Bit of thread. What have we got? And we've got that down there, so I don't think we don't want anything clashing with that really. Don't want, you know, purple or lilac or anything like that. No, I'm just going to leave it clipped in. I mean, it is a pretty clip. Where were you then? You must have been on the other one. Just can't decide if that wants something now, Denise. Enough is enough. Oh no, I put a gluey page in. Oh, can you believe that? I put that in so that wouldn't stick, and I'd obviously glued on the page. Phew. Phew. It's coming off, it's just rubbing off, so it was obviously Fabri-Tac. No, I wouldn't have Fabri-Tacked on that page, would I? That's it. Oh, must have been a glue stick. It's come off though. Leaving that plain, leaving those plain. Ah, we haven't got anything in there. Oops, I'll put that back. Everything's enclosing in. Was I going to put that on somewhere? I can't remember now. No, I just want a journal card for in there, and I don't have one. So we need to create a journal card. What have I got in here? Anything that will make a nice journal card. Oh, that's nice paper. Oh, things are falling. It's a bit small though, isn't it? Oh, is that bigger? It is. Yeah, sometimes just papers are nice in these things, especially if you don't want to add a lot of weight. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I've got a few little bits of paper, haven't I? So let's pop that in. Nice. And do we have something else here? There's some nice pink flower fairy paper there. You know, then it can just be used in the journal, can't it? Or taken out and used in another project, or written on. Will you fit? You will. Oh yes, you've got something on the back as well. They're not single-sided, so we'll put papers in there. We'll put another small one in. Go on in. One more small one. One of those. So we've got all the pinky lilacs there. That looks nice. These are going to have beads on, or are they? Are they going to keep that open if I put beads on there? Don't know, we'll have to wait for the flip through to see. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're done all we're doing. Put that lovely butterfly in now, is dry. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so the flip through will be up later on today, and then it will be in Etsy. Another chunky one there, I'm afraid. Love that bead. Now he's up there, really like him. Oh yeah, that's what I was deciding. Did I want something on there? I don't think I do. It's very, very chunky. So we just need to fasten the jewels on the front, and I will glue the fairy tales on it before the flip through. I think I'll just have these dangling, and then they will be nice and strong up there. Yeah. Oops. Will make that lovely nice dangly sound. It'll go anywhere on the book. You could put it on here. Oh, I need to put some lace on there as well. Okay, so before you see it, it will have lace on its spine before you see the flip through, and it will have this on here. So thank you so much for joining me for the making of that. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. I will now, when I've had my breakfast, give my desk a thorough clean. So yeah, look out for the flip through later on today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.